everyone. Don't take Paul down, we'll have to go out somewhere. He's going to give a presentation tonight. Davy's been here in his house since 1981, and he's got the longest heyday that anyone's ever had, because he's still doing concerts, 2 this week that I know about, and then this presentation tonight. But most famed for Cap Melodium and various other appearances just about every hotel in Grantown. So, Davey, take it away. You'll start some memories with this.
Thank you. I'm always on the mic camera. First, thank you everyone for giving me all the information and pictures for this talk. I really enjoyed meeting people and getting in touch with them again as I've been gathering this information. And by the way, if we've got a picture of anyone that doesn't want it published, let me know at the end and I'll take it out when I edit this. Promise. Never mind. I can only give a light touch to the local music scene because of the huge amount of talent in the area and the timeline that we've got. Just because the clicker might work. Oh, what happened there? Yeah, I thought I was good at this. So, this being the Grantown Society, its tradition is to look back into the past for things, so that's what I did. Peter Grant was a Scottish pastor, poet and songwriter. He pastored the Baptist church here for 41 years. And that was about 200 years ago now. He was known as Peter Grant of the Songs and became a household name in the Highlands and Islands. He composed many Gaelic hymns, which have remained popular to the present day. And that's the name of the publication. It's in Gaelic, and I'm from Aberdeen. Nobody speaks Gaelic in Aberdeen.
Nobody speaks English in Aberdeen.
Well, that's fair enough. I did have to change my language when I came up to here to try and teach kids. I couldn't even understand a word. 100 years later, Mr. J. Howard, he was the Inverallen choirmaster back about the turn of the century, the last century, and was well known in the north of Scotland as a skillful violinist and the vocalist. Howard's family were all musical. His eldest, Joseph, had played in public as a violinist since he was 5. When he was 13, he won a gold medal in a national competition in Aberdeen. In one competition the family were in, they won a piano valued at 100 guineas. Now back at the 1900s, that was £10,000 in today's money. They played violin, mandolin, cello and piano, the youngest performer there being 7 years old. And around the same time, Alexander Grant. Sandy was a native of Battengorn, just north of Carbridge, which is why he was sometimes referred to as Sandy Batten. He excelled in both fiddling and fishing. As an angler, he invented his own unique fishing rod, he called the Grant Vibration Rod, which could cast further than any other rod at the time. He was also a very talented fiddler, and was leader of the Highlands Suspean Real Society for nearly 40 years, playing in Inverness until he died in 1942. That's not him playing, but it's one of his compositions you hear there. He was an expert in fiddle making techniques and invented a unique disc-shaped violin he called a rondello. Now, this guy here was a Russian pianist, Nikolai Orlov. He settled in Grantown and Glendorney down at Speybridge. In his younger days, he taught in Moscow and then moved to the west. He played with the Scottish Orchestra and made several concert tours around the world. You and I mind him. In 1948, he settled in Grantown, where he lived for his last 16 years. He reportedly played at the Institute and did some recitals there. You're all too young to remember that. He's buried in Grantown New Cemetery. Now, the Grantown Sustain Real Society was formed in 1928. By 1933, there had 42 members. The pianist was Rosie Cumming. Many of these fiddle players competed for the Countess of Seafield's Silver Cup for displays and reels, which was presented by Lady Seafield. Thanks to W. Stewart for this photo. His dad's there, he thinks. Although his dad played bass, but I don't think that's it. Oh, I went too far. That's the Grantown Gaelic Choir that was founded in 1971. And that was an early picture. Hard to get good quality pictures. And there's the Abernethy Gaelic Choir. They went to Aberdeen for the National Mode in 1947. Maybe some Nethy folk would recognise some of the names there. There's the Abernethy Junior Secondary School Orchestra. Now there's the Grantown Junior Gaelic Choir, run by Mrs. Petrie. Now who's that? Mrs. Petrie? Is that her? And there's another Gaelic choir, part of the Gaelic Association at Maitland Institute. Right. There might be a face that you would recognise. Right. There might be a face that you would recognise. That's the Sunbeams, run by Mrs. Alma Mackenzie, who taught drama and music at school in the 50s and 60s. They put on musicals. That's a Christmas musical. They put on in the Craiglen Hall in 1959. And thank you, Shona, for the photos. Now the classical players, when we go for quite a long time, were organised by Roy and Hazel Farmer, which I think were from Nessie. Thank you, Audrey Cruikshank, for the photos. Could that be George McIntosh? And that might be Eddie Rose, wouldn't it? Maybe know some of the ladies. Here's another picture. Why do they dress like that now? That must be Eddie Rose, I guess. That's my brother. He said that's my brother. Oh, right. A classical players variety show. This could have been one of the last shows they did in 1972. from people in there. Remember Sandy Randolph? George McIntosh and his variety band. George McIntosh offers a Scottish medley from Grantown Lakes, Rumbustious, Fields and Bronze. Okay. That's George's band. A few of these names are still around. Right, let's watch some of the pictures, see what they did. Calm down now. Now, we saw Eddie Rose there. Eddie Rose from Cromdale. He started entertaining when he was 14 with the clacking players. And also went out singing and telling jokes in places like the Spey Valley, when Jimmy Grant was the owner back in the 60s. He would perform along with Andy Shearer, Geordie Mark was in the book then, the Trampies, you remember them. And it was the great Valdo, who was he again? Harry McPherson, was it? And Willie Ferguson, Willie the Spoons. And, yeah, that's right, Eddie married Willie's daughter, Margaret. And I was on the phone to them, we're still cheery as ever. If anyone remembers Harry McPherson, I got this story from Len, that Harry McPherson, the great Valdo, had a ventriloquist dummy he carried in a case, but he couldn't make it speak. And so he had the barman coming what? Or whoever barman was on, doing the voice from behind the bar. Eddie joined the Grantown Gaelic Choir and performed a Cornkister sport, singing traditional songs with them. Eddie and Margaret moved to Pitlochry in 1965, where he continued entertaining. He entertained at Highland Nights in Pitlochry in the early 70s with the Bert Cameron dance band. He emulated his hero, Andy Stewart, and got new material from other entertainers, such as Hector Nichol. Remember him? He went on to perform on stage with Jimmy Shah, Kenneth McKellar, Peter Morrison, and Jim McLeod and his band. In the 70s and 80s, he went on 4 American tours with acts such as the Tartan Lads. He has returned to Grantown on several occasions to add variety to shows and dances in the area. When I phoned him up, he said, "Oh, I played in the Waterford and the Legion, on with a great band from up there, Cat Melodian." He's still entertaining all over Scotland and broadcasting 2 shows a week on Heartland Radio from Pitlochry. Here's Eddie in a few of his many disguises. Now, you're going to get a wee song from Eddie.
In a far distant land by a fair and golden strand, where I met a Hieland laddie in the morning, and he sang me his song as he proudly marched along, of a land of lochs and glens and silver seas. Take me back again, where heather hills are high, and I'll hear the mavis singing in the morning. Oh, there's no place in earth like the homeland of my birth. For my Scotland I am coming home to you. Everybody clap. Take me back again, where heather hills are high, and I'll hear the mavis singing in the morning. For there's no place in earth like the homeland of my birth. For my Scotland I am coming home to you.
All right, come on, dude. Well done.